Please just stand. Now I can pray for this grace that brings exaltation. I have seen it. I know it works. Believe me, there is a grace that lifts. There is a grace that grants you access to kings, to systems, to structures. There is a grace that enthrones beyond your wildest imagination. Many of us here have been lifted. We have tasted of honor and glory. We have seen the help of God. But I submit to you that at any level there is still more. There is still more. There is still more. Lord, may we never forget. May the nation see that you are the lifter, the blesser, the anointer, the one who prospers. May the mundane things in this life never get into us to turn our hearts and our minds away from you. May we be ever conscious. And now I pray for everyone here under the sound of my voice. I pray for our global family. I pray for you who is a man of God, who has been trusting God for lifting. I pray for you who is a businessman, who is at a defining moment. You've been praying for lifting. I pray for politicians, members of parliament, those in government, those in ministry, those trusting God to lift even financially. There is grace. I have seen this grace work. I have seen it work wonders. And therefore, in the name of Jesus Christ, as instructed by God, I stretch my hands over everyone here. The grace that lifts, the grace that exalts even through humility, may that grace rest upon you now. May that grace rest upon you now. Hear me. For some of you, this is the beginning of the fulfillment of prophecy. All the things you saw in your dreams, God was waiting for you to hear this sermon before the angels are activated, because where God is taking you, you need this message to remain. Therefore I declare, now that you have heard it, I call upon my God and your God. Father, in a fearful way, begin to lift people from tonight. Spiritual liftings, financial liftings, intellectual liftings, ministerial liftings, in the name of Jesus Christ. Access to systems, access to the hearts of kings, may that grace come upon you now. Never will you call for help and be left alone again, in the name of Jesus Christ. Hear me. Anyone who is due for promotion of all sorts and has been kept by reason of any in the name that is above all names, may this grace come upon you and lift you to a sign and a wonder. Those in ministry, co-laborers in the gospel, I stand in agreement with you that in the name of Jesus, everything that has stunted the growth of your churches, your ministries, your ministerial platforms, by the power that raised Christ from the dead, receive this grace and rise. Some of us have been at the same level for a long time. You've not gone down, but you've not gone up either. I pray for you, by this grace, ye have encompassed this mountain long enough. Rise up now in the name of Jesus. Hear me. Any spirit that has taken advantage of pride in your life to keep you down, help that gentleman. Any spirit that has cooperated with your ignorance in this area, some of you may have been arrogant based on this psychological thing. It's just your passion to prove a point, your passion to be known and to be celebrated. Any spirit that has taken advantage of you, by the blood of the eternal covenant, I cast those spirits out of your life, out of your destiny, out of your destiny, in the name of Jesus Christ. Therefore I declare over your life, no more stagnation, age-long doors that have refused to open, in the name of Jesus, we swing them open now. Hear me. Whatever has stunted your office, your business, the works of your hands, every manifestation of pride that has come through you, directly or indirectly, or has come from your children and even those you are raising, spiritually or otherwise, I pray, may the mercy of God speak for you. Grace to walk in true humility. Receive that grace. Grace to acknowledge Jesus as the source and the only source of your rising. May that grace be released upon you. Hear me. Any association in your life that seeks to distract you from acknowledging Jesus, and anything that is planted in your heart that makes you ashamed of letting the nations know that he is a lifter, I command it out of your heart now. But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God. But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God. But thou shalt remember the one who lifted, the one who blessed. That grace comes upon you now. Hear me. Some of you, it will not reach the next 1 week. You will return back with strange testimonies of God's opening. I say this to you by the God of heaven. Some of you, before next Sunday, you will stand here to share some testimonies of the lifting power of humility. By this grace, doors that were once open and are now closed, may they be reopened again. In the name of Jesus, please wave your hands.